Ever wondered what could be the most horrifying events of World War II? World War II was a global conflict that saw the entire world caught in a vice of violence, fear, and uncertainty. Between 1939 and 1945, nations across the globe were embroiled in a bloody war, a clash of ideologies led by some of the most infamous leaders history has ever known. From the rise of Adolf Hitler in Germany, to the unwavering stance of Winston Churchill in Britain, and from the iron fist of Joseph Stalin in the Soviet Union to the strategic brilliance of Franklin D. Roosevelt in the United States, the world was a stage for these leaders. But amid the countless battles and shifting alliances, there were four events that stood out for their sheer horror: the Holocaust, the bombing of Hiroshima and Nagasaki, the rape of Nanking, and the siege of Leningrad. These are the four most horrifying events of World War II, each one a testament to the extreme depths of human cruelty. The Holocaust, a systematic, state-sponsored genocide, is arguably the darkest chapter of World War II. This epic of unimaginable cruelty began with the establishment of concentration camps. Here, millions of innocent lives were snuffed out in gas chambers, their existence culled by a regime bent on racial purity. The death toll? An estimated 6 million Jewish lives, an unfathomable loss that still echoes in our collective memory. From Europe, we journey to the land of the rising sun, where we witness the obliteration of Hiroshima and Nagasaki. The decision to unleash the atomic bomb, a weapon of unprecedented power, was a controversial one. The immediate aftermath was a scene from hell itself, with buildings vaporized and people reduced to shadows. In the long term, the radiation left a legacy of suffering, with survivors and their descendants grappling with the health effects for generations. The death toll? Over 200,000 lives, both instantly and over time. Our next stop is Nanking, where the Japanese Imperial Army committed acts of brutality that defy belief. The rape of Nanking saw soldiers indulging in a spree of rape, murder, and looting, their humanity seemingly forgotten. The death toll? Over 300,000 Chinese civilians and disarmed soldiers, their lives brutally cut short in a 6-week period. Lastly, we journey to the frozen city of Leningrad, besieged and starved. The siege of Leningrad was a horrifying display of the lengths armies will go to break a city's spirit. Citizens were reduced to eating wallpaper paste and leather to survive, their bodies wasting away from hunger. The death toll? Over 1 million lives lost not to bullets or bombs, but to the gnawing emptiness of starvation. These events, each horrifying in their own way, show the devastating impact of war and the lengths people will go to in the name of power. In our quest to understand history, we must confront these dark chapters, not to dwell in despair, but to ensure such atrocities are never repeated. The aftermath of these events was felt on a global scale, changing the world as we know it. In the wake of such unimaginable horrors, the world united in an effort to seek justice and prevent future atrocities. The Nuremberg trials were held, bringing to light the extent of the atrocities committed and holding those responsible accountable. Beyond punishing the guilty, these trials played a pivotal role in shaping international law as we know it today. Simultaneously, the world saw the establishment of the United Nations, a global body aimed at fostering international peace and cooperation. The creation of Israel provided a homeland for Jewish survivors, forever altering the geopolitical landscape of the Middle East. Furthermore, the end of the war marked the beginning of the Cold War, a new chapter of global tension and rivalry. These four events, horrifying as they are, serve as a stark reminder of the depths of human depravity and the importance of striving for peace and justice in our world.